The Virzi Triplets are back in headlines for a reason that is personal, funny, and instantly recognizable. All three brothers traveled to Turkey for matching hair transplants, after deciding none of them was going to let one brother come home with a better hairline than the others. On April 12, 2026, Alex, Mitchell, and Sean Virzi opened up publicly about the trip, turning what could have been a private cosmetic decision into a new chapter in their very public brother dynamic. Before we get into the full timeline, subscribe, like, and share to support Starline Daily for more celebrity updates and trending entertainment news. On the earliest confirmed timeline, the procedure itself happened on February 24, 2026, in Istanbul, at Hair Center of Turkey. In public comments released afterward, Sean said the idea started because he felt he was balding quickly and had reached the point where he wanted to either fix it or shave it off. That might have stayed a solo decision for most people, but the Virzis are not most siblings. They are identical triplets. They work together, they build content together, and by their own account, they tend to make major life decisions on a similar track. Alex said they are used to staying on roughly the same schedule, and that helps explain why one brother's hairline problem quickly became a shared mission for all three. What makes this story work as more than a one-off viral anecdote is the way the brothers packaged it. Before the public got the fuller explanation, their own social channels had already started teasing the arc. Their YouTube Shorts page showed a clip titled, "Taking Our Bro to Lunch, but actually a hair transplant clinic," and another post documented the first 30 days of a hair transplant. Their Facebook and Instagram pages echoed that same running joke with the caption, "We're growers, not showers," which tells you exactly why this hit online. It was not framed like a dramatic reveal, but like another chaotic triplet bit that happened to involve a real procedure. The public timeline also shows this was more than a camera-ready stunt. The brothers said the surgery day lasted around 8 hours, and the harder part was recovery afterward. Alex described sleeping at an angle with an airline pillow, so they would not disturb the grafts, while Mitchell said the procedure itself went smoothly, and the pain was minimal. The clinic also published its own content around the trip, describing it as the hair transplant journey of the Virzi Triplets, and presenting the brothers together at the facility in Turkey. That lines up with the broader public record. This was a real treatment, openly documented, then folded into the comedy and brotherhood brand the Virzis have built online. That brand matters here, because the Virzi Triplets are not trending out of nowhere. Their official site describes them as Los Angeles comedians whose work has appeared on Floor is Lava, America's Got Talent, and The Gong Show. Their public channels position them as identical triplets first, and performers second, which is why a story like this travels so easily. It is not just about hair transplants. It is about three brothers who have turned synchronicity into a recognizable entertainment identity, then found a way to make even a cosmetic procedure feel like an extension of their act. In that sense, the hair transplant trip was both a personal decision and a brand-perfect piece of content. The more interesting question is why audiences responded so strongly. Part of it is the setting. Turkey remains a widely known destination for hair transplant tourism, so the trip already comes with curiosity built in. Part of it is the visual absurdity of identical brothers all going through the same procedure together. But the last piece is the one the Virzis themselves kept emphasizing: family. In their public comments, they described fighting over small things every day while still seeing each other as irreplaceable. That balance of sarcasm and closeness is what gives the story staying power. It plays as a viral update, but underneath that is a familiar idea viewers recognize immediately. Siblings can drive each other crazy and still be the first people to show up when something big happens. As of the latest public update, the clearest status is simple. The procedure happened in late February. The brothers documented the first month of recovery across their channels in March, and the fuller public explanation arrived on April 12th as the story picked up wider attention. What remains most visible is not a scandal or controversy, but a lifestyle and comedy moment that fits exactly with how the Virzi Triplets have built their audience. The open question now is whether this becomes a one-cycle viral hit or another recurring part of their comedy brand as the results continue to come in. Thanks for watching, and thank you for supporting Starline Daily.